Prince Harry is once again at the center of a courtroom storm, but this time the narrative is far more complicated than a simple battle between a prince and the press. New court revelations are raising uncomfortable questions about private parties, familiar faces, and whether the line between journalism and criminality is being deliberately blurred. At the heart of the controversy is royal journalist and television commentator Katie Nicholl. Prince Harry's legal team has suggested that Nicholl engaged in unlawful activity to obtain information about his private life, but her response has been swift and unequivocal. Court filings confirm that Nicholl first met the Duke of Sussex at Kensington Roof Gardens, where she was personally invited by Harry to join him and his friends at a private party. According to the document, she socialized openly within his circle, maintained contact in the same social environment, and interacted in settings that were neither secret nor covert. This revelation lands at a critical moment, as Prince Harry presses forward with his high-profile legal case against Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Daily Mail. On the opening day of proceedings, Harry arrived at court visibly tense and uncomfortable, a stark contrast to the confident image he once projected as a working royal. Observers quickly noted the irony. In his attempt to hold journalists criminally accountable, Harry now finds himself under intense scrutiny, with his own past relationships with the media being dissected in public. Two women stand out in this case. The first is Rebecca English, the long-serving royal editor of the Daily Mail. English had a professional relationship with Prince Harry during his years as a senior royal. Now, she is being accused of criminal conduct. In court, Harry's lawyer, David Sherborne, pointed to an email exchange allegedly showing English seeking flight details related to Harry's former girlfriend, Chelsea Davy. Sherborne claims such information could only have been obtained illegally. The second is Katie Nicholl, a veteran royal reporter, former diary editor at the Mail on Sunday, and a familiar face across major UK news platforms. Nicholl, who has recently recovered from cancer, strongly denies any illegal behavior. She maintains that her access to Harry's world was transparent, voluntary, and often initiated by Harry himself. Associated Newspapers is not backing down. Their legal team argues that many stories about Prince Harry were sourced legitimately through friends, social acquaintances, press officers, palace staff, and even Harry's own social circle. They assert that his inner circle was widely known as a frequent source of leaks about his private life. The publishers categorically deny allegations of phone hacking, illegal surveillance, or unlawful data gathering. They insist that references to sources and friends reflect standard journalistic practice, not criminal behavior. Critics of Harry's case argue that he fundamentally misunderstands how journalism works. Protecting sources is routine, they say, and does not automatically imply illegal conduct. Legal analysts point out that opening statements are designed to shape perception, and Harry's lawyer executed that strategy with precision. By presenting a narrative of systemic criminality, the claimants framed the press as a ruthless machine and Harry as a vulnerable target. But the defense's willingness to enter a potentially 9-week, multi-million-pound trial speaks volumes. This is not the behavior of a company preparing to fold. It signals confidence and a determination to frame. Their argument is expected to focus on context. What the claimants describe as secret partying, the defense will portray as evidence of a long-standing, mutually understood relationship between Prince Harry and the media. Socializing, tips from friends, information shared casually in nightclubs or online. They argue this was the informal but legal ecosystem of royal reporting in the 2000s. In short, they will say this was how the game was played. And Harry was not just a subject of it, but an active participant when it suited him. This case is no longer just about past headlines. It's about credibility, power, and the future of British journalism. If Prince Harry loses, the financial and reputational consequences could be severe. If the publishers lose, the impact could reshape how investigative reporting functions across the UK. For now, this is only the opening chapter. The claimants have delivered an emotional story of betrayal and wrongdoing. Next comes the defense's methodical attempt to dismantle it, piece by piece. The real question is not whether private information was published, but how it was obtained. And the answer to that question could change everything.